Why do YugiTubers suck at Yu-Gi-Oh? Uh, why do YouTubers suck at Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, this is such a weird thing, right? Because it's like, where do you begin with a question like that? I mean, here's the thing, right? So, back in the day when we first started, I was playing and I was trying to get really good, and I was trying my best to like get as best as I could, and putting in all the time and effort required that would be involved in trying to get good at the game and trying to be better and stuff. Eventually it comes to the point where I was like pretty competent, and I feel like over the time I've only gotten worse and worse, and the growth of my channel and the development of my YouTube and stuff, it kind of led to the thing is, like, YouTubers, most of us are like pretty bad for the most part, but a lot of YouTubers who either don't actively YouTube that much, or who obviously started out as players. I mean, all YouTubers start out as normal players. They probably were like, they were probably really good at that time. Like John has like a win and stuff, and like all kinds of like crazy achievements from back in the day. The Team Sam recently got his first top and stuff, but the thing is, like, most YouTubers are generally going to be a lot older, so they have like more commitments to life and more commitments outside of the game. And generally that's going to interfere with actually trying to practice and put the time and effort in required to like be really good. So if we look at something like I can't even think of like who the youngest YouTuber is, like an active YouTuber who like posts like every other day at least and has like a decent like subscriber base and stuff. I don't think it's like, I don't think there's any like under the age of like 20 or something, right? At the very best, like they'll be like students or something. And I think it's mostly to do with the fact that when you start doing YouTubing, it's you become, I wouldn't say worse at the game, but there's other things that take up your time and stuff. So like whenever I like start doing like when I want to do Yu-Gi-Oh related things, most of it is related to my channel. Most of it is related to creating content. Most of it is like trying to actually like grow my channel, grow my subs, get more views and stuff. And instead of grinding tops and grinding wins, we're basically just grinding sub counts, right? So when you sit down to like do Yu-Gi-Oh, most players would either like go to locals or play in real life or test online and stuff like that. And it takes up a lot of time. But for us as content creators, we're spending most of our time trying to create content. Like, if I'm going to be like playing on stream, I'm not really going to get better at the game if I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh on stream, because I'm trying to like, I'm trying to entertain people at the same time. I'm just interacting, I'm socializing, I'm talking to people. If I'm not on stream, then I'm like trying to like develop like different video ideas and stuff. So you're always going to be, doing something related to content creation. And I think the biggest thing that's like important to take away from that is like, I don't think YouTubers suck, and I mean, it really just depends on where like what is your barometer, like what is the standard you're setting it to, because in my opinion, someone who's good at the game could potentially have like a few wins and stuff, some tops. Someone who's bad at the game, I would still consider myself pretty bad at Yu-Gi-Oh, but I mean, I have like 2 or 3 regional tops. I have a regional win. I've day 2'd like my nationals. For most player standards, I guess that would be considered good at the game, but I personally don't see that as good at all. So it really just depends on where you're putting the standard. I mean, even if you have like a YCS top, like even just like a YCS top, I don't think that necessarily makes you really that good either, in my opinion. So it really just comes down to where you're drawing the line. Now, for most YouTubers, like I said, they're just spending most of their time trying to like, actually like create good content and stuff. So so like all the Yu-Gi-Oh time invested is generally going to be towards, making videos and trying to be entertaining and stuff like that, and create like a better community for their subscribers and stuff like that to partake in. So all the time and effort put into Yu-Gi-Oh is generally going to be towards videos. And I think that's really the main reason why, YouTubers quote unquote suck. And I'm trying to think of like really active ones. I mean, like Team Sam recently has a top. Simo's really active on YouTube, but Is he good at the game? I mean, he's pretty competent. I don't believe he has any tops and stuff. I don't believe he has like, any like big like regional wins or anything. And I think like I don't know about him specifically, but in general, it's because like most YouTubers have life commitments. Like I know Simo has like a full-time job, and he does like Yu-Gi-Oh on the side. So whatever little time he does have is probably like, just spending time with his significant other and stuff like that. So there's so many other commitments, like Yugi No, like he has a girlfriend and stuff. He makes videos. Yeah, he's pretty casual. The most accomplished YouTuber I can't even begin to think about. Like Asian Persuasion, I believe, was quite sort of high in the world's race or whatever. So he was like, I think, I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, but I believe he had like a decent amount of points last season in the world's points. So he's obviously grinding regionals and stuff. He's doing pretty well, and that's cool. But I wouldn't really consider Asian Persuasion a very active YouTuber. Like as far as I can remember, like tell from his channel, he just does like a whole bunch of like deck profiles, really, and that's just kind of from him being around and doing. Just playing. Like he's sort of like, when he's playing, he just has content being made, because his channel really is just kind of dedicated to just like the sort of journalism side and recording people's profiles and stuff. And I really don't believe he does like much general content. Like Simo has like really good knowledge of the game and stuff, general theory and like the rulings and all that kind of shit. But how much time does he invest in trying to improve as a player? Probably not anywhere near as much as you would think, just because, like I said, you're too busy making content. Rank 10, I mean, he's studying to do something like big and stuff, right? But he's not like super active. Like, he lives in Serbia, right? Like where's he gonna get better at Yu-Gi-Oh at? The only real competitive Yu-Gi-Oh that I would assume he has access to is like online. So like really, what chance and opportunity does he have really to get better? In my personal circumstance, it's like, well, I could spend time trying to like theory out decks and improve my technical play and stuff, but I genuinely would just rather just mess around on stream and have fun and talk to people and just enjoy that and make funny videos, and that's really it. Like Montenegro, sorry. I'm sorry, Rank 10, if you're watching. I'm ignorant of that side of Europe. So yeah. Like, what's the point in grinding regional tops and stuff? Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, there's a sense of achievement and accomplishment in Yu-Gi-Oh, but if like what do I get if I like even just top 32 YCS? I'm getting like a mat, and I'm getting like some packs, maybe a box, something at like top 16. Like, what is the point in that, really? Like, what do I really have the drive and incentive to grind out like 12-round Winamats essentially? Like, I don't see the point. Like, what's the point? I just rather make content. I'd rather spend my time streaming and making entertaining stuff. And there was a point in time where I used to really, really care if people saw me as good or bad. And again, like, this probably, my opinion is completely irrelevant in this, because who fucking cares what I think, truthfully. But there was a time where I like cared about, do people think I'm good at the game? Oh shit, I don't want anyone to think I'm bad at the game. I want people to think I'm good at the game. I want to get better and stuff. And if someone says like, there was a point where I was like, generally would get upset if someone on the internet said this guy is bad at that card game. I mean, really, is that the kind of stuff that I'm going to concern myself with? Is that the kind of stuff that I'm going to care about? Probably not. I mean, who gives a shit? Like, I'd rather just make like funny videos and content. What am I really trying to accomplish by trying to get really good at the game? Because the thing is, right, when you sit down to make content, when you sit down to like do that side of you, it does sort of, in a sense, play. It does sort of like feel like work to an extent, and obviously like it's a very different kind of job or whatever for people who do like kind of do this full time and stuff, like me sort of included. But when you sit down and make videos and you're researching videos and you're trying to like put together a video and editing it and stuff, it is obviously work related to an extent. So any leisure time after that, like once you're done with like a big project or like a big video or something, at that point I'm just like, I don't want to see a Yu-Gi-Oh card right now. Like, I don't want to read another ruling. I don't want to like look up a random set again. Like, I'm just done. Like, I'm not interested in like the current meta. I'm not interested in the current, best decks and stuff. I'm not interested in their combos and shit, because at that point I'm just like, I'm just done. Like, I just want to like relax and watch a film or something. Like, you know, when you put that much time into the video part of the Yu-Gi-Oh side, then with the actual technical play and like the achievement side, it's just, at that point it's just like a bore. You've just done so much Yu-Gi-Oh at that point. It's like, I can't be bothered really. So I mean, I guess that's really TLDR, like how I think about you know, do YugiTubers suck? I think that I don't think YugiTubers suck. I think like they just don't have a lot of accomplishments because they're just not putting in the time or effort really compared to, you know, a general pro player would, because I'd rather just, you know, make content and stuff, right, instead of trying to get better. It's about allocating my resources, and my resources, obviously one resource that everyone has is time. You know, what do I want to like spend time like with, you know, doing only Yu-Gi-Oh in terms of video creation, in terms of job and leisure? Probably not, right? Because you just kind of get tired of cards at that point. So, you know, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh players, YugiTubers suck. I think they just like are just too busy, you know. I mean, like I said, like Simo's got a full-time job and like a significant other. John's like engaged now. Simo's like, I'm sure he's like studying and shit. He has a girlfriend as well. So what real time is he going to invest in traveling around and getting better? Probably not anywhere near as much as someone who is trying to get like really good. But yeah, so pretty much that's guess how I see it.